Oh, everybody yelling at everyone.
I think the small monkey is officially annoyed with his sibling.
Yes, he is very upset with the world at large.
What could they have done to him?
Oh, they just work on his nerves. Like they do mine.
Aww.
Are we live?
I think so, yes we
All
are.
right,
And
well-
Jody, good afternoon.
Okay, of course, Jody is in first.
Right. I'll be right back.
All right, no problem. Good afternoon, goeiemiddag. Welcome to our stream. So we're going to do some basic stuff today. Nothing too complicated because I've had a whole bunch of questions. So I thought, you know what, let's do something basic and maybe it'll help a few people. We are live in our store behind our retail section. You're probably going to hear my kids yell because that's what they apparently do now. Every time we go on a stream, everybody's going crazy. And then my youngest is upset with all his siblings because they don't do what he wants. So that's a lot of fun. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to make some pop, which, and we're going to basically, as the stream says, we're going to do some breakfast for dinner. So I'm going to make, I guess this is like grits, but it's finer.
Yes.
So this is our version of like a grits type side that you have with your breakfast. So I'm going to make that, and then I'm going to put an egg on that, and then I'm going to fry some bread. And it's a pity I would have liked to do some like a egg and a whole French toast, something like that, but I don't have bread loaf, so I wanted to make some, but time is against us. So it's been it's been an interesting
day,
month.
month.
Yeah, it's
Start to the year.
Yeah, start to the year. So things are a little, you know, except for the fact that we are busy working on our property. Everything's a little upside down. So, and of course, the old sales are not exactly where they should be. So all the figures are down, and everybody everywhere, from what I've found so far, is taking a beating. So I'm sure.
I'm just going to do what makes me happy. I'm going to put your meat in my mouth.
Yes, there we go. You see, that makes everybody happy.
Everything.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with 750 grams or 750 milliliters or 3 cups of, I just use hot water, that way it doesn't take so long to boil. All right, and I'm going to do about 1.5 teaspoons, around 8 grams of, and this recipe is on our recipe blog. I do about 8 grams of salt, and I use Celtic salt.
Where is that recipe blog, Anton? Is that on Biltong USA or sponsors?
No, that is not, but you can talk about them real quick. So just before we start that, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this hot water with the salt, and we're going to stick it on a range plate so we can boil it. And I should have put a towel on here. So we want to boil that water, and then we're going to take it from there. But anyway, so no, it is not on biltongusa.com, but you can talk about them, and then I'll tell them where to find the recipe.
Perfect. So Biltong USA, that is our sponsor of today. Of course, use code S.T.F. 10 for 10% off of your Biltong purchases. We've had a couple questions on what's eligible, what is not. It is Biltong, any of the 8-ounce or 16-ounce or 2 8-ounce pack sets. And that's going to be on the sausages, the sliced biltong, game biltong, and even biltong sticks. Unfortunately, some of the groupings, if they are already on clearance, they are not eligible, like the 47. Have you seen the 47?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot of biltong for a very good deal. So if you don't know what the 47 is, go check it out. You'll see a lot, and you even get a gift with that order. So biltongusa.com, code STF10 for 10% off.
There we
go.
So
where do you find that recipe blog then?
So the recipe blog is on our other website called Anton's USA, so ANTONSUSA.com, and you'll find under that there's a recipe blog. We've got a whole bunch of recipes on there. I'm supposed to put all the recipes on there that we do on the show, but time.
I'm dropping spices.
Yeah, so step aside there for a second. I've got a whole bunch of spanners on my cutting board. Okay, yeah, if you stand here, then I can do this.
I'll stand here and warm up over the rain.
Yeah, it's pretty cold.
It's a little chilly here in Texas. Mr. Bright Can News, can you come get your weather, please?
Yeah, the Canadian weather is drunk and lost in Texas.
No.
All right, so I've got this little like a little I don't know, what do you call this thing?
Roller holder.
Yeah, like a holder for my foil. So it makes it easier, so I can kind of measure out my length, and then you can just slide the little cut button across, and then so that makes it easy. So I wanted to do it over there, but then you guys don't get to see. So that makes it easy for me to measure out and cut my foil. So I use this, makes you a little faster. They are available on various platforms for purchase. They are cheap. They're like $40 or something, and it also keeps your foil like covered, so if stuff fall, you don't get it dirty.
But
so,
you have to get the big foil rolls.
Yeah.
You know?
They don't fit the small one. So it's all right. So I've got foil that covers my one sheet pan, and I just use a second sheet pan just to make this a little faster. Because so people have been asking me, how to make the bacon in the oven. Talk about the oven. Let me pop that on. And I always explain it, and I've done it on stream, but I think I'm a little fast, so people don't actually see what I'm doing. And for me, I don't think I'm fast. It's just what I do. So I think, people don't actually know and pay enough attention, so they miss it. So what I do is I take one sheet pan, I put the foil over, so I measure it out with my little thing there, the little, roll holder, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to quote the brand names because I don't want to advertise stuff for people. But anyway, so I put that down, I measure out, you slide it across, it cuts the foil off. And just be sure to tighten your foil, because if it's got any kind of looseness in it, it's going to get stuck. You can use like a knife or your finger. Just watch if you use your finger. I have cut myself. And then I just use a secondary pan, and I just kind of form it around that. Right, that makes it a little faster if you're worried about time. Now the only catch is you're going to have to undo it a little to get it into the corners. Otherwise the foil will tear. And then you can just undo it, so you can go right to the bottom of the pan, because you'll see. So I don't know if you can see here. So let me see if I can do this. But you're gonna see like the corner over here. It's a little. So you gotta undo it just a little bit.
There's an air gap.
Yeah, there's an air gap. You gotta just press it down, and then you can tighten it again. And the same, because if you press it now, there's a chance that it might tear. And the whole point for your foil is to keep the oil out of the pan, so you don't have to wash your pan. Now you can just throw the foil away, because if you spend a bunch of time washing pans every day, that's time wasted. It's cheaper to just do the foil.
And aluminum, can it not go in the dishwasher?
No, so we've got aluminum sheet pans. You cannot put them in commercial dishwashers, because the dishwashing liquid is corrosive.
It will eat the aluminum.
It eats the pan, man.
And those beautiful spoons we got from Miss Lemon,
yes,
those will never touch the dishwasher.
Never touch any dishwasher ever.
Hand wash only.
All right, so we've got our sheet pan ready. Just want to keep an eye. Okay, so this is running. This is going. That's boiling away nicely. All right, so I'm going to make that first.
Anton, we got some hellos to say.
All right, give me 1 second.
Okay.
So once this boils, you've got to set your range plate to low, to the lowest, or at least to simmer. On my commercial range, it is the lowest setting it will go at. All right, who are we saying hello to?
We've got Bright Can News, Jody, of course.
Okay.
Polish Dog.
Hey, Polish
Lemon.
and Bright Can and Lemon.
Arma Kevin.
Okay.
And I think that is it.
All right, well, welcome in. Thank you very much for joining us. So I got 3 cups of water in this pot. This is like a cornmeal, so we're going to steam it. So I got 3 cups of water, and I got about a teaspoon and a half of salt. Now normally you would use a fork, and you would whisk it basically with a fork until it's mixed in, but that takes too long, so I'm going to invoke my kitchen mixer.
You're very delicate.
Yes, very delicate. So this normally better to do it on slow, but I'm a professional. I will make a mess, but I will wipe it up.
Sign of Jonah's in as well.
Hey, sign of Jonah. So there's a ding dong.
I'm gonna go see what's going on. I'll be back.
So we're going to mix this, and the more it kind of mixes in, the thicker it gets, the faster you can go. We just want to mix all the clots out of it. There we go. It's thick enough now. Now we can just Give it the bejesus. All right, almost there. We just want to get all the little clots out. Get all the little clots out. There we go. And you want this is the right texture for this. You don't want it too stiff. You want it nice and runny for this kind of breakfast cereal type setup. All right, so we want to give it a good, and then you can do this afterwards as well, but I'm gonna do it now. So we're gonna put about 4 tablespoons, 60 grams of butter in this guy. And put about 4 tablespoons of butter in here. And when this gets cold, it will get a little more solid and stiff. Ooh, that was what we didn't want to do. Well, that was just water apparently. Was it? Yeah, it looks like it. All right, so we're gonna mix this in here. Get all of this stuff nicely mixed in. All right, and then so this mixer, if you run it, if you lift it slowly out, it'll shake off all the bits on the propeller or impeller, propeller, whatever you want to call it. And then there we go. So this is, as you can see, I think the top camera will show you, it's very runny, very runny. All right, we're gonna cover this. Feel the heat there. Yeah, that's going down. All right, so we're gonna look at 15 minutes on that guy. Actually 12 minutes is probably fine. 12 minutes, that's for the one we sell in store. Gotta have some biltong, man. Now for the bacon, I've got a thick cut bacon, so how long it takes to cook is going to depend on how thick your bacon is and how well done you want it. I'm going to run it about 12 minutes. Let me grab a glove here because I don't want to get bacon grease all over my hand.
Hey, where's our main screen? Why did it black out?
I don't know. Main screen dead. Oh, it's just there.
It's back. It should be back on air. It looks
Okay.
like we blipped off the screen for a second. I was coming in and then disappeared.
All right, let's see. Go look on the software.
I think it's about to pop in. It just said on air.
Okay, we'll see. So, not coming back.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Sorry, we just want to make sure. I don't know why the video disappeared. We'll get that back to you now. Want me to pop it out and pop it back in?
I'm going to need a hand.
Okay, what is it not doing?
I think a small person used a hand on it.
Ah. All right, thank you. So, right now, okay, no, I think they've, I don't know what they've done. Okay. All right.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Don't worry. Sorry, it's one of my kids that now messed with my. All right, hold on. Let me go out of that. So I'm just gonna kill this. I'm gonna refresh it. I'm going to go back in. Start. Just have a look if it's on now.
No.
All right. No, I don't know what they now did. Broke my configuration. Let me just see.
Do you want me to check if that's the same?
Yeah, just see if that's the same. So I've got video.ninja/view equals Z capital DS MNXT.
MN is lowercase.
Yes, MN is lowercase.
Seeing that sideways.
Yeah, I don't know what they did. I don't know what they did, but they've now broken our configuration.
The drop down arrow. No.
Oh, this shouldn't be here.
Wait, DS. Hang on. And
I'm sorry, guys. My kids, of course, have no ears, so you know. That's right. Should be right.
yes.
Okay. I don't know why it's disappeared. All right. So let me do this. Let me do this. I'm gonna delete this. I'm going to add a new one in. Video capture. Video capture. Create new. Okay. Webcam. No. Device. Oh, I know. Discord. Video. Let me just see setting. Give me that. Just take a picture
Okay.
of whatever that is.
You are on screen, by the way.
I know. I'm trying to fix this problem.
There you go.
Create new. Video capture. Not integrated webcam. Cancel. Cancel. Delete. You know, I set this thing up, and then I can't remember exactly. So let's see. Video. Not VLC source.
Is it media source?
No, it's a video. So let's try this copy. Let's see, what is that? It's not push, it's view. Z, DS, NN, XT. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Just see if that works halfway. That's kind of hacked together because I'm going to have to go set up the configurations and stuff now. I hope I didn't burn anything.
It
See,
looks like
does
it's
that?
up and running.
Okay. All right.
So sorry, everyone.
Yeah, that's my son that has to go press buttons. All right. So that was a good, I don't know, 10 minutes wasted, but anyway. All right. So is that kind of there?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I think the top camera is gone, but I'll figure all of that because I've got to go reset all the settings now. So anyway, all right. So we're going to set. Just move that away from the raw, please. I don't want raw bacon to drop on my biltong. All right. So
This
I know
is
my
my
pan
meat.
takes 10 slices of biltong. All right. So I'm going to do 10 slices on here. All right. So 3. And I try and do like, you know, the biltong, the bacon is not always uniform in the way it's sliced. So I try and do the one thin side top, and then I flip one piece around so it kind of fits together almost like a puzzle. Just that way you can fit maybe one more piece on your pan. So that's 5, 6, 7. These look a little bigger, so maybe I don't get quite 10. And
That's okay.
8. No,
I think
we'll
the
get
young man who fiddled with the computer, we skip his bacon.
it. That young man is getting on my last nerve right now. All right, so 2, 4, 6, 8. No, we'll get 10 on here. 9. All right, and 10. Don't worry, I also had to leave the bacon outside because now I have to go fiddle with cameras. All right, here we go. Just want to pop this in the fridge. Thank you. All right, so we got the bacon on the pan, and then what I like to do is I like to do a very light dust of black pepper, so just a sprinkle, and this cooks in. So even your kids, like my kids, don't care about it. I mean, they complain when they see it, and then they eat it and they don't worry because they can't really taste it. It just gives it a nice little flavor. So just, in my opinion, that's something I learned from a guy that used to work here. There's 1 or 2 things I learned from him, but for the rest, yeah. All right, so oven set at about 450. I would suggest yours at 450. Mine's got a big fan, so it's very strong. So so mine runs at what's the name? At like 425, 400, 425, but run at 450. All right, so my kids dragged in some bread from next door, but it's a little stale. So we got a little shop here in the center, and they sometimes get bread in from Central Market, so it's not great, but it's, I guess, okay. And but it's normally old and stale. And so what I do with this, because we want to try and make a sandwich.
Did you just try to sound East Texan?
I don't know, did I?
You added an ah to your A.
Oh, I did.
You did.
Oh, did I say sandwich? Yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, well, 4.5 fucking Texans I have to compete with here. So and my son, man, I don't know where he gets his accent from, but he dog and
DAWG.
yes, bathroom. So he's got quite a strong accent. I always laugh at him. Always. That's the one that fiddling with the buttons. So, all right. So I'm gonna put a good amount of butter on the sandwich. So I'm gonna put a good amount of butter on the bread so we can actually fry this up. All right, and then I'm actually, you know what? While I'm busy here, I'm going to grab that. And I've got 2 eggs, so let me make it 4. All right. Let me find a hole for this. All right, so the pop's almost done. I'm going to switch this range plate off.
You mean all that time fiddling with the camera, the pop's done?
Don't talk to me about fiddling with the camera.
I gotta fiddle something.
Murder a child today. Send reinforcements. All right, so I've got some bacon fat, which we're going to get off that when the bacon comes out.
We always replenish.
So I'm going to put that in here, and then I'm going to do some here for the eggs and some for the tomato. All right, so let's see. That's the pop almost done.
Someone sounds very annoyed.
I hear that.
I'm gonna go
yeah,
get
just go take a
one.
peek and see what's going on there. So I've got
I may have a small monkey in my arms.
Yeah. All right. So this pop is done. I've switched the range off. It can just sit. And I'll show you that when I'm done. I'm going to do the bread in here. I'm going to do the eggs in the back here. All right. And then I'm going to take this guy.
No.
I'm going to just cut the front off it.
Okay, tell us in a
All right, and I'm going to cut the ass part off it. So it's got a flat surface, and I'm going to chop it in half. All right, there we go. Because if we're going to fry a tomato, then we're going to have to make it nice and thick. All right, that guy looks good. That guy looks good. That guy, in fact, looks a little hot. I'm going to turn him down. All right.
So we've got some awesome suggestions on the bacon. Looks like brown sugar is the consensus.
Yes. I've seen the people do the brown sugar with cinnamon, but we try and avoid the sugar as best we can. So I just do the black pepper. But I think with brown sugar and cinnamon, or then when you pull it out, you actually dust it with powdered sugar. Too much sugar for
That's
me,
too
man.
sweet.
Yeah,
I
I've
want-
heard it's very good, but that's not a thing for me. All right, so we've got the eggs going in the back here. So my oldest daughter eats them dead as a doornail. The other two will eat them kind of medium done, you know, kind of soft yolk, hard white. All right, let me turn that guy like that, and then this guy like this, and then we're going to put this guy here. So I am going to pop that in there, and I'll do the tomato this side. How about that? And then would you mind getting me a plate?
Not at all. Bright Can is asking how much has been raised for Cocktail.
I think about $500, and I think how much did we get on our website? About another 50 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably about another 50. So we threw $100 in the pot. You know, 100 Canadian. I don't know what that is in real money.
Don't they use dollars?
No, it's not one. It's not 1-to-1. I was surprised to see that. But it's
I
not
am very
1-to-1.
surprised.
Yeah, not 1-to-1. Not 1-to-1, for sure not. All right, so.
Polish Dog says Anton doesn't want to promote diabetes. We do not. No sugar overload of diseases. No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I can't. I'm not a big sweet food fan. Like, if you eat food, you eat savory. If you eat like sweet stuff, then you eat sweet stuff. So like, I don't do the savory donuts. I do sweet donuts, and I do savory scones.
You want me to
Just-
move?
Yeah. I just want to get in here. I'm gonna cut some cheese, man.
I have to be in here while you cut the cheese, huh?
Yep. All right. Let's turn that guy around, because you know the range is not even in its heat distribution.
So,
Turn that guy
Jonah
around.
says bacon, brown sugar, and crushed red peppers.
Okay.
That's an interesting.
Fresh red peppers or crushed red
Crushed.
pepper? Okay.
No blue cheese Polish. We got
No,
enough
man.
mold around here. No.
Yeah. What's that? Toenail cheese. Nah, not a thing for me. I'm sorry, man. I'm not. I don't have enough etiquette to eat that stuff, man. I've tried. I can't get past the smell.
And you have to say hello to Switzerland and
Hey, Switzerland.
Spaz Out.
All right, here we go. So I've got a soft
And Bobby
egg.
Joe. Hey, Copium Poppies.
Okay, all the people are in.
He gave a rumble rant.
Okay.
Wilford Brimley disease, diabetes, diabetes. Sorry,
Yes, diabetes.
Yes, I like it.
All right. So.
Hey, Bobby Joe, what are you baking? He's listening to us while doing some baking.
Okay,
She,
cool.
correct?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she. What are you baking? Cajun bacon. Sprinkle some Creole on that. Sorry, on that.
All right. So let me get some more fat going here. All right.
Yes, Ike, he is very chatty today. I'm sure you guys are catching all of the words. I swear this kid is trying to talk. He says down, screams for dad when he needs a hand.
Yes. Whenever the other kids are on his case, then he like yells, "Dad, dad, dad, dad." All right. So what I'm going to do is, I think this one is hot enough.
Bobby Joe is making an old-fashioned date loaf.
All right.
Very nice.
So I'm going to
Pepper
put one.
jack is the bestest of all
Yeah.
cheeses. What would you say, Anton?
I don't mind pepper jack actually.
Yeah. Colby Jack. They're
Colby Jack,
fighting
yeah, I
over
don't
the
mind that
cheese.
either.
And this Swiss man is saying Swiss cheese is better.
Yeah, Swiss cheese is also not bad. I agree. So what we're gonna
Blueberry
do-
cheddar. What is that? I didn't know blueberries made cheese.
All right. I'm going to flip these two. Get me the other plate as well, please.
Yeah.
All right, that is the sign that I need to turn my bacon around.
I'm bumping you into everything.
All right.
Take this to Dad.
So this is going to be very quick, this last little bit.
Woo! I
Maybe a
am
minute.
spinning knives around.
Oh, don't drop, don't mess with the knives, man.
Don't worry, it would have hit me, not the kid. It's all good.
All right. So my daughter likes the dead eggs, so I got to do dead eggs for her.
The young man's just eating biltong.
That's okay. I don't mind.
That's this big one for you. I agree, Lemon. Blueberry cheddar. Never heard of it. May have to look into it.
That sounds good.
I think another piece of that may have to die.
Of what? The cheese. For him or for you?
For me.
All right.
Apparently, I am nibbly today. Eating all of your meats. Now I want the cheese.
Everything, man.
Everything.
All right. Those guys are good. All right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to flip that guy out in there. Put that there.
Want more? Here.
All right. There we go.
Hang on.
I'm going to switch this guy off. All right, so this bread's pretty hard, and then as it kind of fries, it softens. All right, I've got to get this
I
out.
know.
Just step that way. I'm going to be 1 minute.
Fast like lightning.
All right, so what I'm going to do. All right, so there's your bacon. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move my butter out the way. So you take one glove, and you put it at the bottom so you can actually tilt your pan.
Copium's full of all the jokes today.
Of course he is. That's his thing.
I love it.
And I'm just gonna pull the bacon up to the top, and then the fat can run down. All right. So there we go. All right, there we
I
go.
don't need some, thank you.
Let me see.
I'll be right back, but I've got a rumble rant from Copium, so I'll come read that in a second.
No problem. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to, let me see quickly. Okay, so there's some bacon, egg, there's the cheese. So that's the sandwich. Damn it. The kids are going to have some dust on that guy. I didn't expect it to be that. There we go. That hard to break. All right, there we go. Next one. You see, it's flexible until it gets cold, apparently. And then for this one, I'm going to do 2 eggs because for this daughter. Oh, I already dropped the one part of the, what's the name? Because I didn't want to close, and I've got one hand, and I'm being silly.
Being silly today.
Yeah, I'm being silly
That's
today.
okay. That's okay.
All right, so I'll give you some cheese now. There we go. All right.
I need to sign up for your newsletter, Copium. I will do that. I saw your tweet the other day, and I told Anton about it. So we will get signed up so we can keep up to date on what's going on with you and the band.
There we go. All right, this guy needs to fry a little more. So I'm gonna.
All right, the non-joke.
There's no cheese for you.
Okay.
All right, the non-joke.
The non-joke is blueberry cheddar. Marijuana was involved, and that's creation. And can almost guarantee it.
Uh-huh.
It's not a joke.
It's not a joke.
It's not a joke.
All right, so
Make sure you know that.
I have to still make me some egg. All right, so let's do that. That, right? Oh, this is messing with me. This bread is not a happy bread today. All right, there we go.
I think it's too stiff.
What, the bread?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. that's normally not a problem, but you know, apparently today, too stiff is not good.
We're talking bread here.
That's what I mean. Exactly what I mean. All right, so I need an egg for me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Bright Can News, get a look at this. All the eggs on display.
Yeah. Eggs. Millionaire's fridge. Right.
Bobby Joe, I am in agreement. This cheddar is phenomenal. It is making everything better.
All right, so we're frying that tomato still a little bit.
Spaz Out says, don't forget the 2-second rule when the food hits the floor. No, it is whenever you get to it to pick it up is when you eat it, okay?
Yes.
That's okay.
Yes.
Especially if it's biltong.
It's for my kids, so that's fine. If it was for me, I wouldn't touch it. But no, I'm just joking.
When biltong hits the floor, it is like scavengers coming after food. You should see the kids. They're so excited. You're not going to use that, Mom. I think I should have it.
Yeah, right.
Oh, American cheese. No, man.
No, we don't do the American cheese.
No, man.
No, this is normal sharp cheddar. We just buy it in bulk. And
hey, Wasted Bonehead.
Hey, Wasted. He said he's going to try and make it.
Good evening from the grave,
there
King Anton. It's so good to have you on. I always think of you with your slab. He was the one who cut the slab, right?
That's right.
I remember that video because you had your I don't want to call it a mask. Your full
zombie outfit.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
He was in full attire,
yes.
which I loved. So I'll never forget that.
All right, there we go. So one more egg. Because this, although it's on the plate, that's Nicole's. This one's mine. My oldest daughter will eat that. My son will eat that. And then, you know what? I don't have Esme an egg. Let me get her egg.
Yeah.
So my youngest daughter plus the son, this monkey.
You better get 2 eggs.
So 2 eggs for the 2 smaller monkeys.
You should tell them, what do we do with this dude's eggs?
Oh.
You want to show them?
Yeah, I'll show them. I'll show them when I make it.
Is it something you can find on our sponsor's website?
It is indeed.
No way.
All right. So it's very, so this is like actually probably light for us. So we normally do 10 odd eggs, 10 to 12 eggs in one sitting.
Yes.
Because all the kids plus us, we all eat eggs. So yeah, that quickly kills a whole bunch of eggs. And we do that twice a day at least.
Yes.
So we eat about 20, give or take, eggs a day.
Can I have my glasses, please? Thank you.
All right, so this guy's done.
I need them to see. Yes.
All right, so I'm going to put,
more cheese.
So that's a fried tomato. All right, and then let me see what this looks like.
And Anton, we do have another Rumble Rant.
Okay.
From Sir Thomas Drake.
Okay.
We love Anton's. We love SA. Save the Boers. Bless.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I said in a rant not so long ago, I said, I think in a tweet or something I put up somewhere, I said, you know what? It's weird when you just want to be left alone just to, live your life. But somehow these people just cannot leave us alone. We always have to be bugged, which, makes life interesting because we are not the kind of people you really want to mess with. Because
it's
once
like
we
a
get
bear, isn't it?
Well, the thing is, it's like anybody. If you piss me off enough, I'm not going to back down. And we'll just make life. Then everybody's life it just gets hard. All right. So let me see.
And Miss Lemon, she had Celtic salt on her ribeye for lunch.
Okay, cool.
Very nice.
Cool.
So, are you enjoying? I will say, if you need a extra dose of magnesium for sleeping at night, take some before you go to bed. You'll hopefully enjoy that.
That is true.
I personally will do about a half teaspoon, I guess it is.
About
roughly.
half a teaspoon.
I cannot mix it in water. I'm not a fan of salty water, so I'll just take it straight, eat it, and then drink some water right after so it goes down. But yes, I'm so glad you're enjoying it, Lemon. It is good stuff.
Right, so egg.
Femboy is not here to tell me that there's better salts yet.
Yes,
the Redmond salt. I haven't forgotten.
All right, so the young boy, he can't have the hard pieces. So I try and get all the hard pieces off his. But he likes a very soft yolk. He really likes that. All right, so I'm going to put that in there for him. And then what he gets, because, you know, we need extra
I'm sorry.
protein.
I left
you
it
never
here.
brought the spoon.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just trying to find it. So we take about a half a teaspoon of biltong powder. So this is powdered biltong. And that goes on his egg. So that's his dinner.
Can I go show it to the camera?
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
So powdered biltong, this is biltong in its driest form, ground down. So there are technically spices in that. We do remove all fat, though. We have to take that off first. But the biltong powder is good if you're looking for an extra dose of protein, because, of course, we are in that kind of business. We want you to be healthy around here.
Yep. All right.
And Hairy Toe has made an appearance. Sorry, Hairy Toe 2.
Yeah, Hairy Toe 2.
Let me
because that must be
specify.
on Rumble. So I'm going to put this on here because
Yes.
that's for my oldest daughter. And then she can have the one egg there and the one egg there. And then the youngest daughter can have this egg.
Would you like a drink?
I'll put that in there. Oh, you've got to keep track of everybody's preferences. I'll have that because it's hard and half of them don't want to eat that. So I'll just have that a little bit. And there we go.
And just so you guys know, we're not only going to have an egg with a tomato. We will
No,
also
we'll
have
also
some biltong.
some biltong
And bacon.
and
Oh, yeah, I
bacon,
forgot. Bacon. Duh.
All right, that's all of that's
Oh, that
off.
was on purpose.
All right. So, and then
That
goes there.
is talent.
Oh, wow.
That is.
All right, so let me give you the breakdown. So let's see. Make another bacon over here.
What would you like? Yes.
1, 2.
So Kopi and Poppies put out a Rumble rant. You should get sticks on as a guest and proceed to make something with candy corn in it in his honor. Oh no.
We'll get sticks on. You know what? Once we've got our new premises set up, and that's kind of operating, I think we will be able to do some newer and funner things, and we'll be able to do more with everybody. So yeah. So let's see. We have the fried bread. So we've kind of pan fried toasted it. That makes it kind of edible again. Bacon, egg, cheese, soft egg, hard egg, fried tomato, egg, cheese, bacon made in the oven, soft egg with biltong for this monkey. And then what we also do is we do pop. So that's like the cornmeal steam. So you do that with an egg in it, and you kind of eat it with cheese, and you eat it. And you can also do bacon with that. You can do like I made mince ones, like a ground beef. So you put that with a ground beef stew with egg on top of it. This is for my youngest daughter. We'll figure out what else she wants. So yeah, that's basically in a nutshell. So I thought I'd do this because my son was on my case for egg and a hole, so I have to make that at some point as well. But I thought I'd show you guys. So just to capture again. So the pop, which is like grits, but it's a little finer. You can do that sweet as well. So you can make exactly what I made here. Plus, then you add maybe 3 or 4 tablespoons of sugar, and then you can eat it just like that. It's a sweet pop, or you can add a little bit of milk to that if you want, or even more butter. If you don't add the sugar, you can do it this way, which is the way I did it. Oh, that guy is nonsense. And then we did the bacon in the oven, which lots of people have been asking me for. So you run your oven about 425, just pack your bacon on a sheet pan, and you can basically divide it. I get about 10 pieces on one sheet pan. So you pack your pieces, I pack thin, and then I swap and swap and swap and swap, so you can actually fit it in like a puzzle. Give him here. Let me grab him for a minute. Come here. You are giving Mama a hard time.
Yes, he is.
So I kind of try and put 10. I get 10 of the bacon we use. I get 10 pieces. Depending on how your bacon is shaped, you might get a little more. You can put some on the side. I dust it with black pepper. Here we go. You want? Or you nonsense? So I dust mine with black pepper. Yes, nonsense. So I dust mine with black pepper. It just gives it a little bit better flavor. I mean, there was a lot of people in the chat that was talking about, brown sugar and stuff like that. I try and not do too much on the sweet side. Yeah, and I think that's basically that.
That
on
is
the cooking
food.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, the pop we made, that recipe's on the recipe blog at antonsusa.com.
If you eat corn, it is actually very nice. The pop, there's so many different things you can do with it. I grew up eating savory grits with cheese in it. That is just better. I don't know. There's something about the texture. It just makes it better.
Yes, because
finer.
it's finer. It's not as coarse as grits. I've had grits, and I'm not a big fan.
I would
but this
say
stuff is our staple.
Cross between cream of wheat,
Yes.
texture-wise.
Cream of wheat and grits, I guess.
But
Yeah.
as corn instead of wheat.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah. So that is in a nutshell. And because I've had so many queries about how to make the bacon in the oven and stuff, I've had so many people ask, because the bacon we use is quite thick cut, so it's more like a rasher than it is a bacon. So I've got some people that come in store and they buy it, and then they want to know how to make it in the oven. So there we go. That's how you make it in the oven, and you can do that with any bacon. You just got to check for your doneness, so just adjust your time accordingly. And I mean, you can stick a bunch of sheet pans in your oven, and then you make lots of bacon for lots of people. If you overlap it, wherever you overlap it, it's going to be a little softer. So you don't want to overlap too much, because then you're going to have a crispy bit and then a soft bit on your bacon. So you don't want to overlap too much.
I don't know. Those sometimes it's nice to have little variants, but these are perfect.
Yeah. So in Switzerland he's had this bacon from us.
Which, speaking of, Switzerland does say he misses the little monkey here.
Yes.
He is the real king in that building.
Oh man. And don't worry, he's stopped his one nap. He's kind of gotten rid of it. So he's doing like an hour now.
Yes.
In the middle of the day.
I don't know why he would not want more sleep. I don't know anybody in this household who doesn't sleep.
Yeah. I don't know where he gets it.
In case you were not.
I have no idea where he gets it.
One other thing, Wasted was asking Anton, when we making the legendary biltong?
Biltong. Yeah, they've been on my case to make a biltong thong. So I'm like, yeah, no, that's not going to be a thing.
Wear this?
Oh, don't worry. Hannah Claire Brimlow and Luke has been on my case because she's pregnant. So they said now I must, because the placenta apparently is like high in like stem cells.
Yes.
And so they said now I must take her placenta and make her a biltong out of that. And I'm like, yeah, it's not going to be a thing.
No.
That's not good. That's very gross. And I must make organ biltong because I'm like, nope. That's not a thing. It's not going to be a thing.
Do you put organ meat in your ground beef and have, what is it called again?
What, like a primal?
Primal
Yeah, so
blend.
I've done,
was nice.
yeah, I've done about a 20. I think it's better if you do 10%. Do about 10% liver ground in with your ground beef. If you make it yourself, that works really well. Yes.
And Lemon says, will you be growing your own beef and pork on the new property?
No, it's too small. But I'm going to get some sheep. I think I'm going to get a sheep or two. We'll definitely get some chickens. It's only 20 acres, so I can't really do enough beef to make with the quantity of beef we actually use.
There's no way.
There's no way. And remember, we don't use all of the cow. We only use very specific cuts. So yeah, you being nonsense, you need to have a nap. I think you're tired.
He desperately needs a nap. What a simple eggs and bacon show.
Yeah, eggs and bacon and a monkey.
Yes.
And a monkey.
Goats. Lemon, I asked him about goats. He doesn't want goats because they're naughty.
Yes, those things eat and break everything, man.
Everything. Same with donkeys.
Yeah, same with donkeys.
Yeah,
exactly.
Donkeys. We have a friend who has some donkeys. They are naughty children, as he puts it.
Yeah. So, no, that one is beyond tired. I think he needs to get some food and then go sleep.
I will have to rock him to sleep. I told Anton at this age, they get really difficult. They don't want to go lay down by themselves, so you must coax them into a nice nap.
Yes, you gotta.
But it's a little busy.
You gotta have a negotiation with a dude, and I don't negotiate with terrorists, man. So yeah, he's. But I can see he's tired.
I know he is.
I think we'll throw a little bit of pop in there for him.
Oh yeah, he'll eat
and
it.
Then,
he'll eat and then sleep.
Yeah, he'll have the pop will help him
Mm-hmm.
go into a bit of a coma. Let me get a spoon. And then
what is... Okay, Wasted says, America needs the chicken amendment, the right to own and breed chickens. As far as I understand, you are allowed to, especially in Texas. I don't know other states, but you are limited as to how much you can sell.
Yes.
Which we found that out from a good friend of ours.
Yeah, I think you can't sell more than 1,000.
1,000, yeah, or $9.99. You cannot hit 1,000.
Yes,
if I remember
you
correctly.
can only sell up to $9.99.
Uh-huh.
So we won't be selling eggs.
It's not eggs, chickens.
Yes, or chickens.
But
yeah, but chickens also. It's $9.99 chickens, but I don't know if there's a limit on eggs.
No.
Okay, but yeah, we can pretty much do what we want on our property.
Don't worry, we will be consuming those eggs. And I heard all of these rumors about ways to save them long term, so maybe we have a little stockpile.
I don't. At the rate we consume eggs, I don't know if there's.
I'll buy an extra chicken.
Yeah, buy extra chicken. So yeah, so I think that's probably that. That's a little short today.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to banter and talk nonsense and entertain these people while I juggle this dude.
Yeah. All right. So, let's see. Yeah. So I was on Disaffected last week Sunday. Disaffected podcast. Check him out. Josh is an awesome dude. I'm trying to. So Finboy also put a message. I've been messaging.
I'll drop the
Viva.
link in the chat.
Yes, I've been messaging Viva for months to try and interview Josh. Or not interview, get him on his show. I think Josh would be a very, very nice addition to Viva's show. If Viva could interview him, I think it would be a good attention for both of them. Josh is an awesome dude from Disaffected podcast. It was called Beyond Dreamland or something. Oh, Beyond Wonderland. That's right. So at minute 42, I was on that.
I was about to say minute 42.
I was on that podcast. And then Viva just promptly, like, I still sent him detail. And then the next thing I looked down, I was like arm deep in meat. And my phone buzzed, and I was about to go do something else. So as my phone buzzed, I thought, okay, I'll take the opportunity. So I ripped my gloves off. I pulled my phone out, and there's a link from Viva. So I click on it, and I'm live on his show. So I rushed to my kind of makeshift office, and I had to run there to go and sit down, and then I had to sit with my phone and try not move. But that was a fun interview.
I went searching for Anthony, and I heard him speaking. So I actually tried to troll and see if I could find where he was at. I checked all of the guys, couldn't find it. Viva was sneaky. He popped him in on Locals.
Yeah,
I could not find him, but it's a great interview.
Yeah, but I think and we did post it out, and Viva did, he did do it as a standalone video. I just think that might have been a little, or I think Viva was worried that it could turn too controversial.
Yes.
So better do it behind a paywall, So yeah, but I think, you know what, we always run over, so let's run under 5 minutes today because that guy is going to have a very hard time very soon. Let's get him some food.
Okay.
All right, because he's either going to pass out and wake up early or he's going to have to eat something.
He's just getting cozy, like snuggled in.
I know. He has to eat first. That thing's going to fall asleep now. It's been too busy.
One more note. Don't forget biltongusa.com for your biltong needs. Use code S.T.F. 10 for 10% off of any of the half pounds or 2x half pound bags of biltong. That could be the standard sliced biltong slabs, sausages, and sticks. Don't forget game meats as well. But the sale items, clearance items, are not available for that. Same for the samplers. Those are unfortunately too much to pack. We cannot justify that one, but they're not eligible, but still available. So check them out if you need to share with others. And what is it? The 47, that is already priced lower than what discounts would get you. So don't worry.
So on the 47, we've discounted that further than a 10% on the original price would have been.
Because we had to make it $145.47. I don't know why we would do that, but
yes,
it made sense. But all right, I can go turn us off if you would like.
Yeah.
Got a couple more comments before we run.
Sure.
Bart Cannon News just said, see you all late Sunday and sometime. And Bobby Joe says, guess you can keep a little extra if you needed it for other things. What are we talking about here? The eggs? Oh, yes. And Anton, what is your favorite South African dish excluding biltong?
Probably, I like baboti a lot.
I was going to say probably
oxtail is very nice. Yes. The way we make oxtail.
Braai.
You've seen my microphone, man.
Braai vlees.
Braai vlees, yes. So meat on the fire, boerewors. But I must say, I think if I have to take all of it into account, I would probably say oxtail.
Yes.
like we don't make a soup. We actually cook the oxtail. That and lamb shank. If you make the lamb shank right, oh, it is so good.
Yes.
So I would say that's probably my favorite other dishes is oxtail, except for biltong. Yeah.
And Polish Dog is giving us a hard time. Says we should have shut down 10 minutes ago so the sandwich isn't cold.
Oh,
dude, it's for the kids.
It's for the kids.
It's fine.
They're gonna wait till it's cold anyway before they eat it.
See you guys Sunday.
Yes, you guys Sunday. All right. So there was something else I wanted to say, and now I forgot. So it was probably not important.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yes, like, share, subscribe. Hit the thumbs up, please. We need that to get some traction going. And hopefully Sunday we can do some more interesting things. Yeah. Say okay, bye-bye.